Hey Patty, welcome back, and also everyone else to Grab a Gamer. We're still playing Spyro, but
We're about to blow hard.
Someone named this level.
Yeah,
I wonder if they knew what they were doing.
they had to have.
Might be my favorite level.
Oops.
I'm literally just saying it because of the name. So this was one of your old school favorite games.
Yeah.
As previously discussed. As previously shown, Jak and Daxter was one of mine.
Yeah, tell me about some other, maybe, more obscure game you may have played as a child. I would like to hear about some games I may have not heard of.
So, I played a lot of the, classics, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper and all. But there was one game, and of course Crash Bandicoot. There was one game that I would rent from time to time, and it was not technically a co-op game, but it can be played cooperatively. So I think I played it with my mom, and it's called Cookies and Cream, and you are a couple of rabbits,
Oh.
and you are split like left and right on the screen, cookies on one, creams on the other, and each robotic rabbit is controlled by one half of the controller. And so, I don't know, cream was left, cookie was right type of thing. And so I would hold on to one side of the controller, my mom would hold on to the other, and we would each control a rabbit.
Oh.
And so I think it was always just bottom screen, top screen, that's the way you're going.
What platform was it on?
PlayStation.
Okay.
PS.
Original?
2?
Okay.
It's either 1 or 2.
Okay.
It's been a while. That came right for you and you jumped right into it.
Beat and blow hard.
Does he have...
He's dead.
Wait, was that the guy?
Yeah.
Oh, this was a boss fight. I didn't notice.
Yep.
Did he have legs? Or
I don't know, but I
floating
blew
by
him.
his beard? Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
No, I think he had a tornado bottom. He was like Zoltan Cool from Diablo 3. Except he just floats. He wasn't like him at all. I rescind my statement.
Alright, good.
Sorry, continue talking about Cookies and Cream. Oh.
And you
I
died?
died.
But you would, you'd have to solve kind of puzzles and do it within a certain time limit.
Mm-hmm.
And so there'd be, an object blocking Cookie, and so Cream had to run up and grab, a handle and pull it over and let, what did I start with? Cookie? To let him get across, and then it would close up. And your goal is to get to the end of the level and reunite with each other.
Aww.
And it was just a fun little game.
Sweet.
And I really enjoyed it.
That's a cute Mom and Logan game.
Yeah. And maybe one day I'll be able to find it. Maybe we'll play it.
Maybe. I actually...
If I can find it, though.
I had a similar game that I played growing up, but it was co-op, but you could play it as a single-player game.
So it's the opposite.
Yeah, but we didn't know what the game was. It's called Gyromite. It was on NES, and...
Dryermite?
Gyromite.
Gyromite.
Yeah. And so I remember, putting it in, and you have the player one controller, and you can only do, one thing, which is control the person left or right. And for, years, we just didn't understand what this game was, because there was immediately a pipe that you couldn't get past. And then one day we just, accidentally discovered that if you pick up the other controller, you can use A and B to control the pipes. So you could play by yourself if you just put, one half of each controller, in your hands.
Yeah.
But it was very similar. It was you had a time limit, and you needed to get through the puzzle while one person controlled one thing and the other person controlled the other.
That's pretty cool.
But the game I was thinking of, before you brought up a game that was very similar, was I used to play this Berenstain Bears game. Sorry, Berenstain Bears game.
Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain Bears. It was on Sega Genesis, and it was super fun, and you should actually play it sometime.
I want you to know, I'm imagining the Berenstain Bears as, the band Stained.
Stained.
Yeah.
Stained.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played that game.
Oh, good. I didn't think so.
Stop it. You were about to Papa one best one.
So proud of that, though.
You made that joke. It was a good joke.
Thank you.
And I was sitting there thinking that I'm probably gonna have to edit a picture as the Berenstain Bears
No,
stained.
it's Berenstain Bears, Logan.
Berenstain.
No, it's Stain.
Berenstain. Cool.
Yeah. I don't know if you had games like this when you were growing up, but like we just had a bunch of random games, and some of them were not very good.
I'm good at that now.
Yeah. Oh, specifically the latest free games of the month. Those ones.
Yeah. Well, not when this video's coming out,
Yeah.
but
yeah, the
our
free games of the
Nickelodeon video.
month from June.
For June 2022, literally dating a different episode. In this episode.
Yes.
Is there more to your thing?
No, I was just thinking about bad games, and
There was one game I wish I could remember. I mean, I bet it's not good no more, but at the time it was a lot of fun.
wow.
Patti. 3 misses.
No,
Yes,
no one was counting.
I was.
You can't prove that.
I can.
Okay.
There you go. But there was another game that I would rent. And I think it was when... Was it from a Blockbuster? It was back in our day.
It's in games.
Back in our day, kids!
Oh.
We used to have to go to a place to rent movies and games. But it was, I believe, a PS1 game. And it was like a turn-based grid game. Sort of like XCOM, but like PS1 era.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it so fondly. I have no idea what the name is. It's just a fun little aesthetic game, and you play as just these kind of cool, cute looking characters, almost Final Fantasy-esque. And I remember it's just like you're on these up and down platform grids, and the background's just kind of like black from what I can recall. I just feel like I cannot describe this game because I just haven't played it in so long.
But
it's
this
just,
was a good game.
yeah,
Okay.
it was just one of these games.
I mean, I specifically asked for bad games, but
And
whatever.
well, I chose to say this one instead. But I wish I could remember what it was.
maybe we'll put our Google skills to work later and find this
I
game.
have no Google skills.
Well, that's why I said our Google skills.
Your Google skills.
Because I'm including mine in it. Sorry, I'm doing some cleanup, but I'm pretty sure I've kind of like got this level done.
I think you do.
Oh no, there's
No?
still a
You're missing a dragon and an
and
egg.
an
and a
egg.
dragon egg.
Okay, let's give it a quick look and see if I can find anything.
You missed an egg on another thing, but I wasn't gonna mention it.
Well, yeah, I know.
But now I
that's
mentioned
but,
it.
I also missed a
God
dragon.
dang, Sparks!
I
He
missed
hunted
a
that
dragon
dragonfly
on
down.
another thing as well. Oh,
Or the butterfly down.
there's some stuff down here.
A monster.
Clan. It's really dark in here.
I wish I could describe that game more. There was another game my uncle got me, and it was pretty
A
bad.
good game or a bad
No,
game?
it was bad. It's called like Radical Boy or something. It's probably in our house right now, actually.
Yeah, probably.
Hold on, talk for a second. I'm gonna go find
Oh no. Okay.
it. Improv.
Well, speaking of bad games, I have an NES collection, like an NES game collection, and one of the worst games I've ever played is Bill and Ted's Excellent Game Adventure. I don't remember exactly the name of it, but it is just the worst thing that I've ever played, and I tried to look up maybe like a tutorial or a walkthrough to see how I could make some progress.
I'm back.
And the only thing I found was like other videos of people griping about how terrible it was, which was really validating.
Okay,
Okay, so you found the game that
this
you
is
were
the
talking
game.
about. A rascal.
It's called Rascal.
Why does he look like the blonde kid? Or no, he looks like Ralph from the Magic School Bus.
Oh, the case is broken. I don't know. But my uncle got me this game,
I know where it is.
and I
but-
remember playing like the first, like just the beginning of the first level, and it
Logan, how do I get over
like a
there?
player info card asking me stuff, and it was just awful. What are you looking for?
Well, there's a dragon over there, but I don't know how to get him.
Fly.
Can I?
Oh,
Well, we'll try. Nope, that's didn't work out. Oh, he's in that one.
right there.
Oh, and the egg guy. How do I get in there?
Well, you probably fly from where you were, but
Do I fly from up there?
maybe you run, jump? Is there a run, jump platform somewhere?
Hmm.
I cannot.
I think
fix
I
this case
come
broke.
back. That's how I. We're gonna go on to the next level.
Okay.
I'm gonna dilly dally over here.
Dilly dally. But yeah, I remember there was a spider on a table in the game.
In
And
this game,
yeah, and you have like
I-
a ray gun, I guess.
the one that's in his hand. No, it looks like a bubble gun.
It looks like a bubble gun. That's why I said I guess. But yeah, it just oh,
Oh, ouch.
I remember just being like, I want to play this because my uncle gave it to me, but it sucks.
Yeah.
So I stopped playing it.
Okay.
Sorry, uncle. If you hear this,
Oh,
I
that was
appreciated the
super
thought.
rude.
and you know what? It's the thought that counts, really. It's a nice little sentimental gift. He thought, oh, my nephew plays games. He might enjoy this. I'll
Here's
get
a
it
game.
for him. I didn't enjoy it, but it was still nice.
I have a lot of fond memories playing the games from the library that were like pre-installed on the computers.
Oh yeah, Minesweeper. The
No.
pinball. The
Oh.
pinball games on those.
Wait, did I already get? I already got that
Yeah,
one.
he
Because you
got
were
that
making
right.
fun of me for running around in circles.
You made me dizzy.
No, one of them was like, so it's a rabbit. I want to say Reader Rabbit, but that might be a completely different
That
thing.
sounds familiar.
But there was a Paul Bunyan story one, and I remember mini games where you're like catching flapjacks, and then there was also like maybe like an Anasazi version where like you play Moncala and you do a bunch of puzzles and stuff. I don't know. They had some solid games. They also had some solid Arthur games,
Hmm.
and I wish that my computer would accept old games like that.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Because I do have some old games, and like I wanted to play Amazon Trail really badly, and I put it in my computer, and it would my older computer that actually had a disk drive, and it was so confused about what I was trying to do. I was like, I don't know what you put in me, but I hate it. So
trying to find.
nice old games.
That's pretty cool. I was actually thinking about an
That was
old.
not the correct response, Logan.
What? First of all, I wish that these laptops and stuff would have disk drives again.
Yeah.
Like, so I could play, like, I owned a lot of these copies of Sims.
Have I already done High Caves?
I don't know.
No. Okay. Well, we're going to High Caves.
But I do remember, like, some sweet pinball games
Oh,
being
yeah,
installed in
like
those.
there was the one that came with like Windows XP or something. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
The space pinball. I had a teacher in 8th grade where like the last week of class we didn't have any work to do, so he just like literally would let us take turns playing pinball up on the projector, and like the whole class would just watch one person play. It was
Yeah.
pretty fun.
So, this is another game. I was actually thinking about this the other day.
Oh no.
There was a game, I thought it was for PlayStation, but maybe it's just for the N64. And,
Oh, these guys.
I hate these
Oh.
spiders, guys.
Let's not go that way, I guess.
But I actually got in trouble because of this game.
Oh no.
So I would rent.
So, well, that was to me, but also I'm sorry you got in trouble.
Yeah. One of the games that I would like rent kind of occasionally was a game called Iggy's Wreckin' Balls, and it's Reckin, then balls.
Okay.
And Patty,
Can you spell that, please?
Balls. I wish it was a Z, but it's
I
not.
died.
And what it is you play as a weird little ball creature.
A wrecking ball?
Kinda. I mean, basically. Like, the original was a lizard. But then you could have just these abominations. Like, here's a picture of these abominations. I'll put it up on the screen.
Ew. None of those.
Sorry you have to see these.
Oh.
but like, oh, they were gross. But it was a racing game,
Oh,
and it was kind of really
tornadoes.
interesting because you bounced around as this little ball, and you had like this. I, I guess for Iggy it was supposed to be a tail, but I don't know what it's supposed to be for the rest of them.
Please do something about
And you would latch on
They
to
insist on moving
like
everything.
platforms, and you just fling yourself forward, and it was you just had to race the other characters to get to the end. And I got in trouble once because I woke up early to play it before school.
How dare.
Yeah,
Oh,
because back in the day, I wasn't allowed to play games during the weekdays, so, like Monday through Thursday, and on Friday after school I could play games. But if I rented a game, it's like, well, you kind of got to get your money's worth. Like, you'd rent it for a week,
yeah.
and so I was like, I can't just not play it.
Am I supposed to jump from here? That
Yeah.
seems really hard.
No.
Oh, there's more stuff over here, though. Hold on.
Yeah, it's right there.
But you got in trouble one day?
Yeah, because I woke up, like, I don't know, I didn't go to school until 8 something or whatever, and I'm normally supposed to wake up around the 7, some junk like that.
Yeah.
But I think I woke up at like 5:30 or 6 one morning. And bear in mind, I was like maybe a 10-year-old. And I thought, might as well play some Iggy's Wrecking Ball. Or sorry, Wrecking Balls.
Wrecking balls.
Sorry, my bad. And my dad woke up and was like, why are you awake right now and playing this game? Like, why are you not, like, in bed, being behave and sleeping up, getting ready for school? Yeah, I was like, just want to play this game. And,
I'm being cost conscious.
yeah, I'm just thinking
Trying to get your money's worth, Dad.
You paid for this, and I just wanted to help you. Spend your money wisely.
Yes.
I rented it several times, and I don't know what my parents were thinking when I was like, hey, I want to get Iggy's Wrecking Balls again.
Until
Like,
then, remember that
why? Ugh.
invincible.
It was so fun, Patty.
You know
It's just so gross looking.
what was really fun? And one of those characters reminded me kind of it, but they were like a little bit cuter. Was
I hope a lot of it cuter, honestly.
Captain Crunch's Crunchling Adventure. And you had these little things called Crunchlings that basically were just like fuzzy creatures. Maybe they were like kind of the berries in Captain Crunch. I don't know. They had
Oh, I don't want them
legs.
to be fuzzy
I
creatures.
don't know. They had legs and they skateboarded, and there were a lot of fun games in that. I'm pretty sure it came from a Captain Crunch box. It was so fun.
They had a website that was all about like cereal-based
Yeah,
games.
Millsbury.
Is that what it
It
was?
was great.
Or was it like Trix Rabbit, Lucky Charms, and Honey Nut Cheerios? I definitely remember Honey Nut
No.
Cheerios being this. Maybe it was a different
Not
thing.
all of those are General Mills though that you just listed. I think.
I don't know what it was, but I definitely remember the Honey Nut Cheerios be.
Well, I know Millsbury definitely had like Cinnamon Toast Crunch was involved. I believe that's a General
I
Mills.
don't remember
right?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch being in this website.
Was it the one where you like had people and then you have like a little home, or was this just different cereal mini games?
That
'Cause-
sound familiar?
Okay, because Millsbury was like a full-fledged. It was almost like Neopets in that.
I freaking love Neopets, dude. I actually tried playing Neopets not long ago, and you can't play it anymore. Basically,
Yeah.
it just doesn't work. They don't maintain the site anymore, and so I tried to start like 7 different games, and none of them would start.
Well, they finally shut Millsbury down. They had like a landing page, and it was like the character models, and they're like, "Sorry, we've moved, or we're gone. We had a good time though." It was around for a long time.
That's also kind of, I'm going to mention it quickly because we're about having to wrap up. But there was a Cartoon Network game called Fusion Fall, I want to say, and it was like an MMO, and you made your own special character, and you could join one of 4 factions. You either go with, and they're all like smart kids, so you either go with the Codename Kids Next Door, you would get Dexter from his laboratory, you would get Mojo Jojo, or you would choose Double D from Ed, Edd n Eddy. And Double D is still to this day probably my favorite cartoon character, so I always went with him.
Oh, I need it.
And you could change factions later on, but it's basically just like your starting area, your home section. And you would like do these missions and you would do raids with other players, and it was all like Cartoon Network theme. Like they even updated it to where it had Finn and Jake and I almost said Rick and Morty, Mordecai and Rigby, the original Rick and Morty, if you will,
Oh, that was so rude.
or if you won't, I suppose. But and you would get like little orbs. You could have like these 3 little orbs that were different characters that gave you different stat buffs, and you would fight these aliens that took over the Cartoon Network area, and you were the Resistance faction, and you would just help out all like the good and bad guys from Cartoon Network stories and stuff. Like it was a lot of fun. The issue is they didn't do a very good job at it when it was big and popular, and then when they finally started to hammer things out, no one played anymore.
We're going to Peacemakers, by the way.
Okay, good. So it was a matter of timing. So it was bad but populated, but good and deserted. So
Well,
that was a big thing. I played a lot.
sounds fun.
It was fun. Okay, well, I guess we better end it on
Yeah.
that note.
We've made it to the 4th world, I believe.
I'd like to apologize again about the image from Iggy's Wrecking Balls, but it was a lot of fun.
That was gross.
Yeah. Okay, bye, Patty.
Bye, Logan.
Goodbye, everyone else.